You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up. Sever your legs media. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up. Happy Sunday. What's going on? Sever your legs media. My name is Ennis Louis. Thank you for tuning in. When you do tune in, thank you for watching. And as you can see by the ticker at the bottom, we got a couple of things we're going to talk about really quickly. Just going to run down what's been going on like in the past week in cycling, and a couple of really interesting things going on. So we're going to start off with, what are we going to start off with? We're going to start off with the Tour of Rwanda, which is going on right now. Before I start off with the Tour of Rwanda, so just, the camera just keeps going in and out. Stop it, please. Stop it, please. I don't know why it's doing that. It's a Wi-Fi connection between the phone and the computer, which is like literally the phone's almost touching the computer, so I have no idea why it's going in and out. But let's get into this really quickly, because I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear me rambling on and on and on, just talking about this stuff. So we're going to talk about, as soon as it adds to the stream, struggle streaming right now, as they call it. There we go. Yeah, we're in there. It's coming on the screen. It's coming up live now. So picture comes, I disappear, and let's pause this. So basically, what I'm doing here is just showing you that the Tour of Rwanda starts today, and the big talking points of Tour of Rwanda is that Chris Froome is going to be at the Tour of Rwanda this year for the 15th running of the Tour of Rwanda. You have riders like Daniel Taklahamanat. He's going to be there. I'm not. No, not now to Session. He's actually won the Tour of Rwanda twice. He won't be there. He's like, if he was, he would be the defending champion, but he is currently racing for Track Segafredo at a stage race in Portugal. So, and he's actually doing pretty well. I had some highlights I wanted to show of the African riders that are actually doing well. You got a Scub Garme. He's doing a Scub Garme. He's actually doing pretty well. He races for Jaco Alayu. He formerly Green Edge. And then you got Tesfession. He's actually doing well, racing for Track Segafredo. And then you got Mahawa Kudus, and he races for EF Education, current national champion of Eritrea, and he's doing pretty good. So he's doing pretty good right now. These guys all, like, they feature at the front of the race now, like definitely main players in the team, obviously, or the main players in the team either helping to set the pace at the front, or in an attack, doing something. These guys they're starting to show. The show the colors, and they're doing really well. Looking forward to good things in the future. So at the Tour of Rwanda, this is just a couple of the teams that are going to be premiering at the Tour of Rwanda. At the top, you see Isidore Premier Tech, and you see Weinenberg and Froome are the riders that the guys are going to be riding for. So if Froome is he's co-leader, so I guess they're looking for him to do pretty well in this stage race. So if he gets on the podium, that will be a plus, because he right now, Froome will take anything he gets right now. If he gets a couple stage wins here, that will be amazing too. It's an 8-day stage race, so it'll finish next Monday. It's got 3 climbing stages in it, and we'll see how Froome gets on. I wish him the best. I want to see him do well. Definitely going to wish Froome the best. So you got Team Rwanda, Team Eritrea, which is led by Daniel Taklahamanat. And he retired from Cofidis in 2018, and he pro teams, but he is currently racing, and he still races. Like he done the world championships with Eritrea, and he's done I'm not sure if he done the African national championships because I didn't see his name in the list, but he still represents Eritrea like for a lot of the national competitions. So you got Total Energies. I believe it's their development team, not the main team. And then you got Polygon Cycling Team from looks like Malaysia. Sudal Quick Steps and third development team Bike Aid, which is a team out of Germany. Q36.5 Pro Cycling Team, Swiss team, team from Italy, Green Project Bariani CS Faziani. I'm gonna say it. You got Esquidel Esquidel. I know how to say these names. It's just crazy that I'm just phoning over this. It's a Spanish team. From China, you got the China Glory Continental Cycling Team. Great Britain has sent the team down. Bolton Equities Black Spoke from Australia. South African has a team representing the EF Education Pro Development Team. Team Nordistack from I'm not quite sure if that's an American flag or Malaysian flag. So it's pretty tight. It looks like it's an American flag. Then you got TAR2. These glasses are not working. TAR2 2024 Cycling Team Morocco and the May Star. So that's a look at the teams that are going to be at the Tour of Rwanda, representing Tour of Rwanda. And like I said, it's 8 stages to the Tour of Rwanda. So we have like the first couple of stages is definitely like the first stage is it finishes on a circuit. So it's definitely a day for the sprinter, but it's going to get real interesting on stage 4, 5, and 6 because that's the climbing stages, and we're going to see if Frumi's up for it, if Frumi can get busy with it and see what's going on. So yeah, so that's the look at the stages, and you can see it's in kilometers. The longest stage is 195 kilometers. These were your winners from last year. Neil Tasfasian, he was the winner of the yellow jersey. The sprinter's jersey went to Muktaba Musi, sorry for that name. And the sprinter jersey went to Dejani Sandy. And the best young rider went to Tasfasian Natio. And Bike Aid was the team classification. So that's what it's looking like. What else do I have on Rwanda? Anything else on Rwanda? We know that the Tour of Rwanda starts today. So yep. So that's the Tour of Rwanda. Let me get that off the screen, and then let's get to what's happened this week. So you see the thing. It says Matthew Berfongmi caught cheating. So let's see what happened. What he did. It was pretty egregious. It's like so. This is just a bottle change. He's trying to do a bottle change, and they had a little mishap. This was prior to. This is just after he had his little incident, and the commissaire came up and had some words with him. So just going over it again. So they're having some problem, and this is what they call a sticky bottle. The reason he dropped the bottle is because he's trying to hold on to the bottle. So this is the incident where he got caught cheating. So right now, right here. Let's stop it right here. So this is the incident. Let me just back it up just a little bit. So right here, the rider behind from Uno X, this is the breakaway. They're trying to get away. The Total Energy rider, he actually wants to ride on his own and get away on his own. So what he does is when the car comes up, he gives what is called a hand sling. So if you watch track racing and they do in the Madison, they have 2 riders riding together and they sling one another. So this wasn't cool at all. I'm surprised that he was even still allowed to be in the race after this moment. So let's go back and just have a look at it again real quickly. So he's complaining to the commissaire right now. And he takes a big sling off of the car, and the car's speeding up. And then he goes and gets into the draft, slightly into the draft. So even close to the car, he's in the draft of the car. And the rider right here from Uno X, he's pretty pissed off. All the steam is going out. And right here, the commissaire catches up to him. And what does the commissaire the commissar is just like, yo, and he's giving him an earful. Like you can't do that. But what I'm really surprised at is he's still in the race. That's an egregious foul. It's quite blatant on TV. I'm like, so if you can do that and gain an advantage like right in front of the camera, I mean, holy cow, man! I mean, it's ridiculous. That was ridiculous. So that's this. So yeah, see, the commissar is like, shouting at him, and like, it looks like he's telling him he needs to get back, and he's either telling him like, what he did, like he's looking back to see what's going on and stuff. But the commissar let them ride on, which is weird to me. It is really weird that the commissar let him ride on, and yeah. So this let's I don't know what do you think? If do you think that he should have been put out of the race? Do you think that he should have got deducted some time? He, I'm pretty sure that like they were saying during the race that he got fined. I'm pretty sure that he got fined for what he did, because what he did was just it wasn't cool. It was not cool at all. So let's get on to our next thing. So this is Tadej Pogacar. This is stage 2 of which race is this? So let's go to my banners because I want to. This is Tadej Pogacar and stop the ticker. Where come on, Tadej? There we go. So Tadej Pogacar went in stage 2 of the Ruta del Sol, and this was really, really good because right now Tadej Pogacar is isolated. All his teammates are gone. It's just him by himself. And Intermarché definitely has the advantage. But the thing is, everyone knows it's coming to a climb, and Tadej is definitely the strongest rider in the group. So we got someone from Bahrain, Victorious takes off, and Intermarché chases. Tadej is just like he's just waiting for everyone else to do the thing. He stays seated, maintains his tempo. He doesn't burn too many matches, and he just like he knows that they're putting out, and he knows how long these guys can sustain their effort, because it's a really steep hill. And as you can see, the attack like lasted like maybe 10, 15 paddle strokes, and then they were right back. And Tadej Pogacar hasn't even come out of his seat. Like he hasn't even stood up. He's just staying there and relax. So we got Enrique from Movistar. I believe it's Enrique. That was my notes. Yeah, Enrique Mas. Sorry, we got an Enrique Mas from Movistar. He's probably the only person here that could really, test Tadej Pogacar at this moment. So this is coming up here. Let me pause it right here. Missed it. Just come back really quickly. So this is Tadej's lieutenant, basically. So after the climb, he got dropped, and he almost got on, and Tadej was trying to slow it up so wait for him so he could get on and he can set the tempo. Because what he would do is he would get in front of Tadej and set the tempo so no one can come past. And then once he sets the tempo, he does everything. Tadej, like, okay, now it's Tadej Pogacar's time to go. But he never caught up. So right in front of him, we got Theo Guggenhardt. And they just weren't able. They got that close to catching on to the group, but they just weren't able to catch up to the group. This is a really steep climb. It's also going to get cobbled near the top. So, and then Tadej knows this. Enrique Mas knows this. So they're not like using everything at this moment. So they're waiting to the most difficult part of the climb, which is about to come. So Enrique Mas is looking back to see who's what, and who's doing, who's where and who's doing what. And they're doing okay. They're doing pretty good so far. Everyone else is hanging on. And Enrique Mas is actually going to be the one to initiate things and get things going. So now they're hitting the cobble section. Now it's really going to get tough. Enrique Mas is actually, he's actually attacked right here. That's how hard it is. It doesn't even look like, they're putting in a massive effort. So if you know what watts are in cycling, they probably added another 200-300 watts to the effort. So now they're pulling away from the other cyclists. There's no really good place to ride on this climb. Like, because on most climbs you have a little, like, a gutter on the side where the rain runs, it's smoothed out and stuff. But this climb has none of that. So no matter where you ride, everyone's getting the same treatment. Everyone's got to go through suffer the same punishment. Enric Mas picks the right side, Tadej Pogacar picks the left side, and they are even, Steven. There's nothing between it, but it's not over yet. The climate is still going to pitch up. There's a couple little smooth spots here and there, but that's neither here nor there. So they've gotten rid of they put a gap between them, and put a bit of daylight between them and the other riders that are in the group. So we got about 300 meters to go. There's a 300 meters to go sign, and now it's just going to pitch up really, really. This is where Tadej Pogacar is strongest, and as soon as it's about 18% on this, and as soon as they hit that, he just walks away from Enric Mas, and that's basically where he won the race. Just on that little kicker right there. Like when it comes to that power and stuff, none of these guys can match Tadej Pogacar. The only person so far that has been able to match Tadej Pogacar is Jonas Vingegaard. He hasn't done any races yet, so we're anxious to see what's going on with Jonas Vingegaard when he's going to start racing. So that's going to be pretty cool. So that was stage 2 of the Ruta del Sol. So we're going to go for this is stage 4. So basically the other interesting facts. So right here we have Tadej Pogacar attacking, going off the front. We got the Bohan Victorious. This rider actually attacked 3 times. He said he attacked 3 times. He's going to attack now, and then the group's going to catch back up. He's going to attack again, and then he's going to attack again. And he just done himself in. It wasn't a smart move. And this is the funny part. It's like, so they're actually, it looks like if you're just watching and you're watching Tadej Pogacar, you're watching the rest of the riders, so everyone catches up and just watch what Tadej Pogacar does. So we got another attack by Bahrain Victorious. Teo Gegenhardt, he's a rider that's chasing in second, and there's Tadej Pogacar, your current leader of the race. And Tadej goes over Teo, catches up, and what he does is really, really interesting. He catches him up, and he just he doesn't really do anything. He just goes past him, everyone else, and he's like, okay, everyone's following. So right at this point, Tadej Pogacar just okay, everyone's here. Comes off the front. He's going all the way to the right, slows right down, and someone attacks. He's then a couple of guys. This is the same guy attacking again, going off the front. This is the 3rd time he's attacking. Tadej's like, I'm not chasing him, you chasing. And Tadej Pogacar just he just falls all the way to the back of the group that he's in. He just lets everybody. At first I thought he was watching Enric Mas, but he's not watching Enric Mas, because Enric Mas is about halfway up, so he's not even close to Enric Mas. And Tadej is all the way to the back. He goes all the way to the back. And it's just most of these guys they're on the rivet. They're at the limit right now, riding at the limit. Tadej Pogacar goes all the way to the back, and he just attacks. Right now he's attacked. So these guys are on the limits. The rest of them are on the limits. He goes all the way to the back, attacks. He rides over the top of them, over the top of everybody else, and the only person able to actually get on to his wheel is Enric Mas, and the gear that he's in is just oh. So he just, they put an instant gap on everyone else. And basically from here, as you can see, this is 12K to go. This was when Enric Mas and Tadej Pogacar rode away. So we're gonna fast forward to the last kilometer or so. So it's one rider from Ineos Grenadine, and he was at front, and they caught him. So we're just gonna go to the last climb, because 12 kilometers is a lot of time to talk through. So in the last time, Enric Mas really goes down the hammer. It's yo, and you have to you just can't let somebody win, even if they're stronger. You still gotta try. And that's hats off to Enric Mas. He just yo, I'm not gonna just hand it to you. You're gonna win. You're gonna win this outright. So this climb is probably just as steep as the one they did on stage 2. So Tadej Pogacar, and he I don't know if he felt like he's matched his power or whatnot, but he just rode a lot smarter this one. It looks like he almost bumped wheels on that corner, but he just took his time. He's a bit more patient on this climb. He's definitely a bit more patient than the previous climb that we just saw him on, where he was just attacking life for the guys. So the funny thing is, after those two got away on that attack this previously, the group actually caught back up. So that's why you see the guys like really close behind, because they caught back up. So now they're coming into the finish of this climb, which is really, really steep, really, really tough, really steep, really tough climb. And they're just being smart. You're just being smart. You just can't just blow your wad. So coming in, and Tadej Pogacar has waited to the very last, and there's one more steep little kicker just before the finish line. So that was an epic little battle between Enric Mas and Tadej Pogacar. So I think this year the Tour de France is going to be a pretty good showing. So Jonas Vingegaard, Enric Mas, Tadej Pogacar. Not quite sure if Egan Bernal is going to be back, and you got a couple other players that are going to be in there as well. As soon as those guys come along, I will bring them to light. So now we're going to look at Tom Pidcock. Tom Pidcock from Ineos Grenadiers. He's done the whole like season of cyclocross, and he's just coming in with some excellent form. He went out the Reds last year, and so we know that Tom Pidcock can climb. The boy's got talent. So this is the last. Looks like we're inside of the last kilometer or last 2 kilometers of this stage, and this is the Volta of Gov. And then we have from Portugal. He's from Portugal. Oh, the names of the riders are slipping me, but it's a Portugal rider from UAE. This is the same team as Tadej Pogacar, but this is a different race. And the UAE rider is going off the front, and Pidcock's just sitting in the wheels and just waiting. So the current yellow jersey, he won this. The current yellow jersey, he won the day before. So we're coming up to about 300 meters to go. And they're still going uphill. And we got Igata, is his name? He's trying to bridge cross, but he's unable to make it across. So just about 200 meters to go, Pidcock just launches. He actually went to a bigger gear. If you watch his cadence was a lot quicker. And then in the middle of standing up, he changed gears, and the cadence just like slowed down. So he put it in a much bigger gear. So it would have been a good victory for the rider in second place from UAE, because this is a race in Portugal, and he's like this would have been a hometown win for him. That would have been like super, super, super exciting for him. But he got second place. But Pidcock is the other player who's going to be doing the Tour de France. So I mean, the Tour de France is going to be really interesting this year, because you're going to have a varied amount of abilities at the Tour de France. It's going to be good. It's going to be exciting, and really, really, really looking forward to it. So I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it for today. So just your legs, media. You know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thanks. We got lots of stuff coming up. So that's about it for today. Hope you enjoyed that. Gonna try and do that again next week. Just get my stuff together and all my info together, and probably be a little bit smoother next week, hopefully, and just bring you some more stuff. But the big news was the guy Matthew, whatever his name is, from Total Energies, who got caught cheating, and that's this. His name is Matthew Burgadu, and I'm just like, well, what do you think? What do you think? I think he should have been put out of the race. I personally think he should have been put out of the race, and given a big time penalty. We are pretty sure that he got a fine, but it has not been confirmed. I need to get some more information on that, because that was pretty egregious. So if you missed it, just go back in the beginning and watch it, and then you will see. Let me just put that back up. Hide. So it's not letting me change. Not letting me change banners. Come on. There we go. So yeah. So if you want to see Matthew Burgundy caught cheating, just go back to the beginning of the stream, and you can check him out. check them out indeed. So let's get that up the screen. And my Wi-Fi is, I apologize for my Wi-Fi. It's just horrible, and it's doing my head in. Come on. Wow. I think I'm still there. There we are. And remember to give the channel a like if you are watching. Give the channel a like. So I'm gonna do that. There we go. And just wanted to say really quickly before I go, remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn your notifications on so you can be informed of when I, you know, come on with this, like, breaking and life changing information. So yeah, just you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Definitely appreciate you watching. I'll see you next week. Oh, just remember on Friday, we got on Friday before I go. Is it in here? No, it's not in here. So let's bring that up real quick. Let's grab that really quickly. See how long it's gonna take me to grab this. So on Fridays, every Friday, I'm going to be having cycling chat, and I'm gonna try and have someone like in on the live with me to talk about what's going on, what they're doing, and with cycling, or how they are involved in cycling. So every Friday, this will be what you're gonna be seeing this a lot through the week. So as soon as this, oh, we are on 20 minutes. That's not bad. Yeah, definitely having some streaming issues. Definitely apologize for that. So when I download this here, it should be a lot cleaner to watch back. We are just waiting for. Yep. So this Friday and every Friday from now on, this is what we are going to be doing. So let me jump off of this. Like I said, thank you again for watching. But like I said, this is where you next time you will see me. If I don't post a video, I should post a video too, like through the week. Some like more info. I'll probably clip this up, today's show up, and post like clips from today. So, but again, thank you for tuning in. This is Ennis Louis, Say With Your Legs Media, and I'm just trying to keep you in touch with what's going on in cycling. And to all my African brothers and sisters, I will do my best to bring you all of the info coming in and out of Africa about your riders and your races. Righty? Peace out. Love you guys.